The following is a recording from the live Zoom trading session this morning. If this type of commentary would help you with your trading, check us out at microstrader.com. All right, if we lose this opening and you wanted to be aggressive short to the strong level, or at least to the overnight low, the overnight low is not that much further. But if you wanted to get short that opening to come to here, it's not a ton, but small stop, and if it comes to here, you got a 20-something pointer. So that makes a lot of sense if you're wanting to be that aggressive on the opening 6-minute candle here. And what I typically do if I do some sort of trade like that, I just go short right at the opening. I find the closest fair value gap, and I put my stop behind that and kind of say, okay, I'll give it the opportunity to come up and close the 1-minute fair value gap and come back in. But if it goes higher than that, I'm typically out if I do some sort of trade like that, which is not very often. But in this case, I felt this was a good enough trade. I was going to call that out to you. Short the opening, small stop. You got the London low, overnight low, and best case scenario, well, not best case, but really good case, it comes to here. Not a trade we often call out, but the condition seems prime for it. NQ just took another all-time high. Great time for it to pull back in a little bit. We've got magnets here below us. We are laddering down basically the overnight session. So if you got short there, you now cannot allow it to hurt you, in my humble opinion, or still have the little stop loss there. All right, match the London low. That could make us fly straight back up. That was target 1, made it. Target 2 is the overnight low. All right, if you shorted the opening, it made it to first target. That probably just hit second target. Yeah, it took the overnight low, made it to second target. Often a great place for there to begin a ladder back long. Let's see what happens. I still got my magnet down here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and lock a 20-pointer just to be prudent by being counter and going through all of that last night. I think I'm going to go ahead and lock 20 for this and see if we continue. 20 is a point and a half above the opening. So that's where I'm going to put my stop. This would be the next target. And then the next target's the bull bear line. That's what we'd be looking for. There we go. There we go, baby. Nice. You took that short. We made it to target 1, target 2. Target 3 is here. Target 4 is here. Very nice. So if you still have multiple contracts, I would consider taking them just before this strong level. My humble opinion, like right in here. Let's say you held through all of that and you've got multiple contracts. I'd peel, keep a single runner back. The beautiful thing about 50% lax meat is you are now got a nice cushion, don't you? Now, depending on what type of account you have and what size you are here, maybe you exit right here. I'm not telling you to do that. There's too many variables for me to give you an exact formula. If you got 1 micro, follow it at 50% and keep it going. The further price goes, the bigger cushion you're going to have. If it makes it down to the bull bear line, you might want to think about locking a 40-pointer or something like that, locking a 30-pointer, locking a 20-pointer. At this point, you should be able to lock a 10-pointer easy, right? Maybe you lock a 10-pointer and you go, okay, I'm going to hold 10-pointer. If I want to exit right here, you exit and you made 25 points. You crushed it. But if you want to, you lock 10 and you go, I am super happy with a 10-pointer today. I am going to be happy no matter what happens. It could fly right back up in my face. All right? So you decide you. Now, when price gets down here a little bit more, so next target hit. If you want to, go ahead and move that to a 20-pointer. Because that means it would have reclaimed that strong level. So at this point, if you wanted to move it to a 20 pointer, move it to a 20 pointer. You do you. There's nothing wrong with a 10 pointer. There's nothing wrong with a 15 pointer. There's nothing wrong with a 20 pointer. Yeah, Fonzie, we talked about taking the short as it crossed the opening with a small stop, targeting the London low, the overnight low, target 1, target 2. Of course, the first strong level, I put a magnet. The next strong level, I have a magnet. All right, so this is real time, George. So I am still short from my short last night that I talked about in the AM briefing and on Zoom and on the YouTube live stream. Didn't get me out. I moved my stop here to 7,600 and almost got me. Then we continued our ladder down, making it to first target and making it, actually, this is the third target and this is the fourth target. The first being the London low and then the overnight low. We made it straight down in here with a beautiful bounce once again off this level of all levels. Then we made it down to the strong range, had a little bounce, made it to the bottom of the strong range, had a little bounce, made it back to the top of the strong range and had a little bit of a bounce. So these elbows here in my mapping is where I think the best entries are going to live. Okay, now price did not drop down into the drop zone. It made it to the ideal entry location and had a nice move. Then it came back and tested the top of the strong range in here. So if you were waiting for battle plan 2 to get long, you could be long. Will it follow all the way through? Notice I only have it coming back to the strong level. Now my stop is right here in front of the strong level, okay? Because I'm capturing 50 points and that happens to be at 75.80. Could I move it above the strong range? You bet I could. It just depends on how I wanted to trade that. I'm hoping that it doesn't get me out, but it very well might. And so if it does, oh well, I captured a 50 pointer. How many of those a week do you need? Well, I believe making 10 points a day is a great trade day for any futures trader. 10 points a day keeps the W2 away. So that's what I'm thinking here, and I'm going to go ahead and lock the 50 pointer. I believe it's prudent. And now what would I be looking for? Well, if I was interested in going long, I'd want to see a deeper push into battle plan 2 and do it again. So what is this proven here? Well, this first bounce proved, and this second bounce proved, and this third bounce proved this is a good strong range. Okay, this is where I thought the bull bear line existed. Can we be shocked? On the first push here we had a bounce, second push there we had a bounce, the third push here we had a bounce. No. Does that mean it's going to turn around and go make all-time highs? No, it doesn't mean that. You trade every trade professionally. If you do the 3 contract system, you peel to peel and you hold a runner just in case. That's what I'm doing from my short near the close of yesterday. So the bulls have bounced again off of the bull bear strong range. Am I shocked? Are you shocked? No. This is the level I decided to designate as the bull bear line. Can we be surprised that price gets down to the bull bear line and the bulls respond when the bulls control? Absolutely not. That's exactly what I expect to happen. And if I was flat, I would have been looking for a long. In fact, I was on a private Zoom with a prospective member actually, and we were on Zoom when this was happening. And I said, if this comes back and touches here, that is a long to go there. And if Daryl watches this, make a comment below and tell me that that's incorrect. Or did I say that if it comes back into here, it's you could take that long off the top of the range or the bottom of the range, depending on how you want to play it, and your stop under the low. Do I think this is going to go 100 points? What do I know? Bulls control, shorts are counter, small if at all. And so if any of my traders are still short from the opening there, hopefully they're being prudent as well. I already told the group inside of Discord, I moved my stop to capture a 50 pointer there. In fact, let me, and my stop is literally going to be right there. And if it doesn't get me out and we slam back underneath here, I'm going to look to add to my trade, because I would expect that if we lose the bull bear, we're going to come here. Is that going to happen right now today? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it at all. The bulls are responding exactly where the bulls are supposed to respond. And is it any shock? That's where our battle plan to get long was. Nope. I outline this every day. If you're interested in getting this free 7-day trial of the battle plan, it's on the website at microstrader.com. And if you'd like to get it every day, well, explore membership.